right, moving right along. I want to pull the cards and look and see what the topic is for the message today. This is what I really prefer to do, the spiritual messages to aid people. It's the attraction of opposites, seduction, temptation, magnetism, a passionate encounter, meeting halfway, coupling and sexual union. The attraction of opposites. You know, the things that draw you to somebody that's so different than you can be the things that after a time drive you crazy about them. Universal love, sending love, light, and healing. Which is the direction that we as a whole should be headed toward if we are on that path of light. If you are on the path seeking enlightenment. I don't know why so many women want to go for the bad boys, okay? That dynamic. Then they wind up getting themselves in all kind of trouble. Next is solar calm, clarify. So clarifying the things, universal love, love and life, to understand how opposites attract. But opposites do not last. If you don't have something in common with them. And the way forward that you're both looking at that can blend and harmonize. Yeah, dry desert. You'll find yourself in dry desert. Okay? You'll find yourself in a dry desert. Okay. So let's see what else it says with this. What about opposites attract? Universal love, the solar calm, clarifying, and finding yourself out in the desert. Yeah, Five of Swords, an abuse of power, or absolutely just taking charge. The message of truth, and what's being birthed, what's in your life, okay, the Empress. So yeah, I want to talk about this. This is something that you get these ones, and women get attracted sometimes to these guys, or it can be the opposite way as well. Attracted to these ones that are basically could be a narcissistic type. They're very good at presenting a mask, okay? But you find out, and this is a message of truth that some may need to hear, when you see that they are, and sometimes, you know, you think that this person is really loving you and they're going to protect you and they're just consumed with you for that time. and they only have eyes for you, etc., all of that type of dynamic. But that in time turns to an abuse, okay? They want to restrict you from family, from friends, from all of these things, and sometimes you are hoping they will change, okay? You think that if I keep giving this love and light, they're going to change, okay? But you need to get clarity, because you may find yourself out in the desert, so to speak, where their love and their attention has become, again, abusive. Now, if they are abusive once, and this is the pattern, they're abusive, and then all of a sudden, oh, I'm so sorry, baby, I'll never do it again, and you know. But a leopard does not change its spots. And unfortunately, again, there is some attraction there. There was some magnetism there. And you got so gaslit in the beginning of thinking that this person, you know, was just wanting to protect you, that they were just smothering, okay? And you thought that all this attention was fabulous, but then it becomes toxic. And if they are starting to become verbally abusive, and then it just continues to escalate, and again, you see them pulling you away, putting more restrictions in your life, get out while you can, because I've seen just too many women that wind up dead because they stay in these relationships too long and think that these guys are going to change, or these women are going to change, because sometimes it's the opposite. Sometimes it's the woman that's abusive. That does happen. And then the guy just doesn't know how to get out of it. But again, these ones, they are a narcissist, and they want to gaslight, and they are toxic. And when you see that writing on the wall, even though opposites may attract, and you think they're fabulous for a time, if you do not have common goals and respect, etc., it's not going to last. And when you see it becoming toxic, get out. Get out. Leave this situation before it becomes so entrenched and ingrained that you can't leave. Because if they start going down this path, again, a leopard does not change its spots, okay? It just doesn't. So that's where I'll leave that today. Solar calm, about clarity. You want to have, again, universal love, sending love and light and healing to all. But if you are in a toxic relationship, that love and light and all the things that you want to do to support this person, if they are blocking it, okay, then many times the more that you send that, the more irritated they will become. Okay, that happens. As you well know, if you're somebody that's giving out love and light, just the vibration of that with people that are toxic, they will get even more crazed being around that energy, okay? So extricate yourself from that situation before it gets to a point where it's become so toxic that you wind up losing your life. or becoming maimed, okay? And again, you know, we see more and more and more of these cases of somebody just going off and, you know, just knife overkill. They're stabbing somebody 60 times, 70 times, you know. I mean, just they've lost their minds. So if you're around something like that, get out. Get out. Okay? Don't continue to engage it. So I know this is not the love and light, the thing that I like to give, which is positivity in all cases. I wish I could say that if you give them enough love and light and this and that and hope for change, but you cannot change somebody. They have to be willing to change themselves. And these ones that are that toxic are not willing to change themselves, although they'll gaslight and say absolutely they're going to change and I'm so sorry and all of this, but it's nonsense. They simply are not going to. And so for your safety, and if you have children, etc., get out while you can. Get out while you can. I've just seen too many women being murdered, whole families being murdered, getting a divorce, and it becomes so toxic that they wind up killing the children to get revenge. I mean, again, these situations, get out while you can. Take care of yourself, take care of your children, and don't get it to the point where it's become so toxic that it's deadly. So I wish I could have given you something more uplifting, but sometimes you just need to put out the hard truth. And the hard truth is that you can't always fix every situation, okay? So you need to get out, recharge, get away from their craftiness, their toxicity, okay? Because sometimes there's no fixing it, okay? There's no fixing it. So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.